A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They go play action with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw is RG3.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. Muscles him off. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
They go play action with Griffin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and goal, Griffin. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Muhammad, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Muhammad, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 39, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Muhammad. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
11. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go, D. Mike 6. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Gostkowski's kick is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
A really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right.
An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson.
Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Griffin.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
One more time with Dobbins.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Rashad Bateman,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And it's 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go again with Muhammad. Room to run past midfield. There he goes, right side.
Pass some of this. Pass some of this.
In for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Edwards. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of